At the results here, Matt Van Epps beat Aftyn Behn by about 9 points. But this is a really red district. It's a district that President Trump won by 22 points last year.
All right, everybody. If it were any indication, Republicans are absolutely fucking cooked when it comes to the midterms or any elections for the near future. There was a special election in Tennessee last night. This was a district that Donald Trump in 2024 beat Kamala Harris by 22 points, and you had basically the entire spectrum of politicians and pundits coming down on this election very hard, very strongly, coming all over this election in order to try to sway people at the last minute. Republicans doing so in a bid to not get embarrassed, because it turned out that the polling said that there was a slight chance, I forget what it was, about 10 or 20% chance that the Democrat would actually win that election. Absolutely stunning stuff. So here we have Harry Ensign to break it down for us.
Democrats seem to be smiling this morning. Why? Because the margin of defeat was much slimmer than Republicans have been doing in that district. With us now, CNN chief data analyst Harry Ensign. Let's talk about the numbers.
Let's talk about the numbers. Republicans should be running for the hills this morning because the blue wave is building, my dear friend, Mr. Berman. What are we talking about here? Well, Matt Van Epps, the Republican candidate, he won it by 9, but this is a district that Donald Trump won by 22 points, 15 points, 17 points. This is a 13-point gain for the Democrats in terms of the margin, and excuse time for Republicans is over, because I hear all about these special elections. Oh, the turnout's so low. It's not representative of what happened in the midterm election. The turnout last night in Tennessee's 7th district was equal to the turnout in the 2022 midterm election. So the blue wave, it seems to be building right out of center of Tennessee.
Interesting. I mean, so in terms of the numbers, the turnout looked like a regular midterm election, not a special election.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Dems outrunning Kamala Harris. A lot of blue here. A lot of blue, which is what I think the nation might look like a year from now if these results hold.
All right. So there you have it. A number of elections that we've had this year, a number of special elections where you've just seen the margin, the swing go absolutely crazy towards the direction of the Democrats in this election. Now, does this mean that the Democrats are so amazing and they're the saviors of the country and all these things? No, it remains to be seen. Obviously, there's a reason why Trump won in 2024. There's a reason why Kamala Harris was a terrible candidate, why she fumbled that election, why people didn't trust her, etc. Look, one of the sad things that happens with American elections, unfortunately, is you have the Democrats that are just so inept and so bad at their jobs at just doing the very basic things. You have a number of issues that are overwhelmingly popular with the American people. Take one example, like let's stop funding Israel that is currently committing a genocide and destabilizing the Middle East. That's one that people on the left, in the center, on the right, on the fringes agree with overwhelmingly, and yet the people in the government just can't do the bare minimum and figure out how to do that. I could go down the list and a number of things that the government, the elected officials, our politicians, our leaders have ignored us on and have not done, have had, their hands are tied. They're just lobbied to the ground and they cannot do anything because it would upset their donors. It would upset the status quo and their, whatever is going on behind the scenes with, blackmail. If you want to look at like the Epstein angle of things, we can go there in another video. But the idea is, you have these people, these Democrats that get elected. They do next to nothing. They do the bare minimum. And then people say, hey, well, things are still the same and I'm still getting screwed. So, what's my other option here? Oh, God, it looks like there's these other, these Republicans on the right that they're crazy and they're saying all this stuff about inflation. And, Donald Trump is this, billionaire. He's successful. He's a businessman. He's entertaining. He's funny. Let's vote for him. Why not? Why the fuck not? Like, let's see what happens. We're barely paying attention anyway. Let's change things and hopefully things will change for me. And they realize once that these people get in, that the Republicans, not only is it that they do nothing, they actively break things in the wrong direction. They destroy the economy. They destroy your jobs. They hand the economy over to tech billionaires that are going to automate away the economy and your job and your life and your livelihood and your spirit. And they're not going to give you health care. They have no plan. They're going to continue funding things like Israel and perpetual wars overseas. They're going to go and look for new governments to topple, while you and I are standing here like, what the fuck's going on? I just want to, afford my health care and, be able to pay rent. And so they are completely out to lunch, lost in the sauce, and just maniacally stupid and evil. And people see that after it's been, 10 months of this? And people are like, holy fucking shit, this is a disaster. So people start paying attention, and this is the result that you get. So I mean, this is going to continue. I don't suspect that in the next, 9 to 12 months, you're going to see a swing in the other direction. I just don't think Trump and them have the wherewithal or the ideology even to be able to fix it. They've done what they've done. They've done what they wanted to do. And it is the exact opposite of what's good for the country, good for the world, good for the American people, good for anything sane and healthy in this world that we inhabit. So you're going to see results like this in the midterm. It's going to be an absolute destruction, demolishing. I mean, it's not even crazy. I'm not even making a prediction. I'm just observing what I'm seeing and what you guys are seeing. They are a disaster, and the American people are now aware of it. I wish they had been aware of it a little bit earlier, so that we wouldn't be living the disaster, but here we are. So the midterms, the 2026 midterms are going to be an absolute bloodbath for Republicans. I should suspect it would be an even bigger blue wave than what we saw in 2018. I'm not going to make an exact prediction on how many seats that the Democrats are going to pick up, but they're going to pick up seats. That is an inevitability at this point. And it just remains to be seen how absolutely devastating it is. And really, that'll be the end of the Trump presidency, God willing. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Tennessee special election results, other special elections there as well in the comments. Drop a like, subscribe, and join the conversation.